Señora del Camino, muéstrame la vía para llegar al Padre, al lado de tu Hijo. Well, hello everyone. It's now a lovely sunny afternoon. I'm sat outside a Donativo in Zabelduka, if I've said that right, which probably not. We're about 8 kilometres from Pamplona now. So if you look on the map, we're now about, a good 60 kilometres from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. So let me see, where did I leave you yesterday? Yesterday I was in the courtyard. After that, I had a rest, very well organised albergue in Ronscevalles, so I had a rest, and I had a lovely prayer time in church, met the priests and asked them if it would be okay to concelebrate. They were very welcoming, and it was their diocesan feast. Their saint, a martyr, who was the first bishop of Pamplona, 3rd century bishop who was a martyr. So before that we had a meal, and it was interesting because we had the pilgrim meal, but we had it in the local hotel. So as has happened to me before, you walk past all these people who are very smartly dressed, having a very special meal, and then you're taken into a back room. But it was a lovely meal, and I got to meet some more people. Claire from London, and then I met also, there were people from Sweden and Vermont and Brazil, and then I met some more French people, and so it was a very interesting conversation, mostly then in English and some in French, and then celebrated Mass. And it was lovely because there I saw Jesus. I met in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, and the thing about Jesus is that he was having to wait for his bicycle to arrive, and he'd been waiting several days. And a lovely man, and I was so happy to see him in Ronscevalles because it meant that his bicycle must have arrived. Now, the thing that interests me in the Spanish language, to wait and to hope are the same verb, esperar. And I was really touched by his patience. I think I would have been, I know what I would have been like. So he just waited, and eventually his bike arrived. So today he came past me. You'll also see a picture, if you look, of him pushing his bike up, because I caught up with him then, and then he overtook me again when it was steep uphill. So he was on his way to Pamplona. And I met some other people, and said goodbye to Laure and Philippe, and they've invited me to their parish, their parish in which is quite near to Lourdes, and in the mountains. So that was lovely to receive an invitation, and you never know. I might take them up on that sometime. And then had a good sleep. It was quite busy this morning. I think everybody was aware that a lot of people were all going to want to try and get to everything at the same time. But it worked out very well. And I met Benoit, who is an architect, horticultural, and from France. And he had some interesting conversation over breakfast. I saw him at Mass last night and the night before, and then I was talking to a couple of other pilgrims, and the people sort of noticed that I was running. So this morning it was lovely because they were sort of waving you off as you set off or went past them. So today most people would be going about 17-18 kilometres maybe. That would seem to be the next main stop. I've come to Zabelduka, which was 34 kilometres, so a long day today. A great day. lots of running, and then warm, and then it rained. And the rain itself, not a problem, is it? Not for those of us who live where I live. But then it made the rocks very slippy and the descent very slippy. So I seem to have adopted a stick, a walking stick. I wasn't going to. I've never run with one before, but I was going to leave it yesterday. But I thought, I think I'll better hang on to this. And I found that I can run with it, and I can just hold it while I'm running if it's flat. But I've actually found that it's very, very useful. So I think I'm going to take it with me to Santiago, and it's certainly helping me at the moment. So that was good. And I was formulating a prayer. That's the one thing I wanted to share with you today, based very much on and the ancient prayer of, help me, to see the things I can do and the things I can't do, and to know the difference between the two. So I just got a fly there. So the prayer that was formulating was, Lord, help me, give me the strength to run when I can run, the humility to walk when I need to walk, and the wisdom to know when to do which. And I found that a really good prayer for me today, because I could run a lot of today, and then some bits it was too dangerous. So it was just saying how either way is fine. But today was one of the longer days. There's 2 days at 37 kilometres, one at 38. But today was 5 hours. So I was very happy with that under the conditions. And I feel tired without being too tired. I actually, it might sound a bit strange, but I feel that, when I see a lot of the people, the tremendous job that they're doing, I think that for me, I feel now as tired as they will do with the walk that they're doing. So a sort of similar experience in a different way. So now we're going to have a rest, and then we're staying at this Donativo, which is a special place. So later on, I'm going to be celebrating Mass. There's a religious community here, so it's lovely to be able to do that, and the pilgrims be able to join as well. So very special day. Camino is, very special, and so I'm remembering you every step of the way with it. Señora del Camino, pray for us. I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road